Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Line gets set, first down. Trying to get the edge on the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollack played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He gets a block, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Huff. Trying to get to him. Got his man on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give is to Smith. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Running toward the tape. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Huff. looking deep down the right side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play.
Texas Tech, 6. Georgia, 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Getting some heat. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They keep attacking through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
First play of the drive, it's the end around. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, it's Huff. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll try to do it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This will likely be the last play of the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him. Hit.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point.
That makes the score. Texas Tech, 27, Georgia, 0.
The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the